Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Darryl Addison. I'm the founder and inventor of a growing concept called Torpedopot, where we make self-growing planters that grow your food for you. We don't water, we do not feed, we do not take care of these plants at all. We supplement the soil with organic supplement, and that's it, once a week. And each one of these planters we expect to grow from between 100 to 200 tomatoes. Right now we have a count of about 60 tomatoes on each planter, and this is going to be a really bumper crop. We are expected to grow close to about 3,000 tomatoes this year. Now, what we did was that we walked up these torpedo pots. Come a little bit closer. We threw our seeds in and we let them grow. In other words, we don't control what they want to do. We allow your tomatoes to grow organically, naturally, beautifully, so you can have wholesome food on the table. And it's growing in every planter. Is beautiful, beautiful tomatoes. And no matter where you turn, you're going to have a successful crop. And it's hard to see because there's so much down there, and the branching is so fine, and it's just so beautiful. You can't really see everything you want to see. All right, so what we're doing is that we're growing lots and lots of tomatoes. Guys, these are self-growing planters. All we did is threw our seeds inside of there. Look at this inside of here. All right, that's what I did. I took my seeds and I did joo. And guess what? In the soil, and I walked away. And all of these 33 planters behind me, we're going to grow 3,000 tomatoes. It's just that simple. Torpedopot does the work for you. You don't have to grow your food anymore. Look at down this planter. Looks very simple, looks pretty straightforward, but how is a planter like this able to grow up to 200 tomatoes? Well, it's our patented system. What Torpedopot did is that we created growing containers, and their main job is to do what? Is to produce life, to produce fungal life inside of the soil. Each one of our planters have been constructed to keep out bad bacteria and fungus. Our planters were constructed to last you and your family for a long period of time, and not to release the toxins inside the planters that will kill the plant. At the same time, it's been designed to have the balance of water pass through. So guess what? You can adjust the water to create a balance for your plants so they can enjoy themselves, they can live, and you can have tremendous, healthy, organic fruit. That's what this is all about, Torpedopot. So what I'm gonna do right now is that we were a little afraid because we hit a couple of cold spells at around 50 degrees, and we have Siberian tomatoes. The Siberian tomato is a really great tomato. It will grow up to about 70, above 70 degrees. That's when you'll see a lot of action, a lot of growth. But anything below 70 degrees, it will kind of shut itself down. Where most tomatoes, you'll have them between 75 to 80 degrees that they have to be hit with a lot of heat, but not the Siberian. So you can get great tomatoes, lots of tomatoes with the Siberian, and it can go during the winter as well as the summer. And that's why I love them. Now, this is interesting because we normally grow in a planter, like a 16 to 20 inch planter. You may get about, I don't know, 15, 20 tomatoes. And the 20 inch planter we've got, I think last year we must have got about 70 tomatoes. Now, the reason why we're able to do this, inside the plants that you see right now, these planters, with all these luscious tomatoes, we determine how we want to harvest these tomatoes. Well, let's say one thing. How we harvest these tomatoes. So I've got guaranteed on each one of these planters already about 50 to 60 to 70 tomatoes. What I would normally do is pull them and snatch them all off. I give it about a week or so. So one of them starts to turn red, just one of them. I'll snatch them all off the plants immediately, because I want to have my final harvest to be as bountiful as possible. So that's what I'll do. I'll let them grow, and next week, if I see one turn or two turn a little bit of yellowish red or whatever, I'll snatch them off. And I'll put them in a cool location where they can continue to grow and to harvest, so we can have a continual harvest of tomatoes. And so that would enable me to have a crop over and over and over and over again. Torpedopot grows your food. Now, for those who don't know, this is our second harvest for the year. The first harvest in the same planters, we grew 15,000 pea pods. 15,000 pea pods. This is our second growing season where that we are literally growing 3,000 tomatoes. That's not it. In each one of these planters, take a look at this. We planted celery. There's a stalk of celery in each one of these planters. And guess what? We'll find some really great food. So we're guaranteed out of 33 planters, no less than 30 to about 60 pounds of celery. Torpedopot is the future. This is just the beginning of our grow. Stick with us. We're going to start wrapping this up, and the harvest is going to be something unbelievable. We're doing this at 40 feet, and you can too. Darryl Radisson, Torpedopot.com.